Hey everybody. So I was on eBay and I found a listing for a guy who said that he had gotten a bunch of these magic cards in an estate sale. Didn't know what he had. He was selling them in 1,000 card bundles, but someone had told him that the lands weren't worth much, so he was going to include 1,100 cards per lot. So anybody out there, this probably means that it's a common and uncommon lot, and they've spun you a really cool story. So, in quarantine, I've been looking for something to do. Gaming has gotten a little boring, but I decided to throw 20 bucks and buy 1,100 random cards from a guy who claims he got them in an estate sale. So, chopped all my postage and stuff off, but this will be the opening. Remember, kids, cut away from yourselves. Safety first. So, my friend Philip bought, I think, 4 lots from the same guy. And Philip only got a handful of rares. Like, very few. So I'm not expecting this to be a very eventful opening. But and really, the way I'm going to handle it is just going to kind of skim through, really. And if anybody sees anything cool that I'm missing, that I'm not noticing, feel free to hit me in the comments. Basically just going to sift through, see if we got any rares, anything notable. Philip remarked that there were some older cards. You can see here, that little bit there, that usually indicates some older cards that haven't been very well taken care of. And yeah, see Fallen Empires, Mirage. Nothing great, though. Would have been interesting to, pull the mocks from the collection. That's the fantasy, right? So, nothing really sticking out to me so far. Mostly, I'm at peace with the fact that this is probably going to be a commons and uncommons bulk lot. But I watched Joey Moss on here, and when he buys stuff that he knows is probably going to end up poorly, he goes, "I buy it so you don't have to." Because some people out there just like watching people go through stuff like this. I know I do. I watched the heck out of Bad Boy Gaming Joey Moss when he first started his channel, because he mostly just bought mystery packs online and bought them. Every now and then he'd get a cool hit, but most of the time it was just bulk. But his commentary was fun. I still like watching him. He lives just a couple hours north of where I live. I live down here in central Ohio. He's up in Cleveland. So you see I'm through 100 or so cards and not seeing anything worth anything. Just a little bulk lot. So, buyer beware to the folks that are combing eBay for that big score. It's probably not there. Now, if you want a cool score, see, you can kind of tell in the cards. The worn edges is where your older cards are going to be in these kind of things. Not even. Alright. Make me a liar. They were just cards that were in kind of crappy condition. Alright. Not so good. So, some Origins. Not even haven't even found a rare yet. So whoever had this collection, they sifted through and they got their rares and they sold them off in another lot. So kind of a I would have loved the video to be like, oh, hey, look at it. Oh, hey, our first rare. Look at that. Wildest Dreams. Return X cards from your graveyard to your hand. Exile Wildest Dreams. Not even that great. A Flight from Revised. I mean, if you like older cards, that's neat, but you can get one off Card Kingdom for a quarter. So, one thing you can do with lots like this, you can make a fun little cube and just draft it with your friends. You know, these are bulk cards that aren't worth a whole lot. Thermo Alchemist. But that's not to say you can't game with them. You know? All these ones that we're going through. Squadron Hulk! You could totally play a little cube with these. And as long as I'm name dropping, there's a guy out there named Mike Hatcher. I think Hatcher? Maybe it's just Hatch. Anyway, his channel is The Magic Historian. Hey, glint sleeve siphoner. His channel is The Magic Historian, and he talks about his King Cube. Original Karma, 4th edition. And the way he plays King Cube, there's a revised. I don't know if that's worth anything or not. It's been so long since I've price checked old stuff. And basically, the way King Cube would be played is everybody pulls off the same deck. Like, so this is your library right here. When I draw my hand, I just draw all of these 7 cards. Wow, I couldn't do that again if I tried. And as you can see, there's no land, but once per turn, you can take a card and lay it face down. That is a land that can produce any color of mana. So, you're never mana screwed. And you just play. Once per turn, you can take a card out of your hand, lay it face down, just play from the deck. And I thought that was so cool. Him talking about that way to play. Now his cube, he's got his cube curated. He's not just playing with a mess. He's got a cube that's, let's set that aside, pretty well curated. He likes big flashy creatures and stuff, so he's got that in there. Also no tutors or anything in his cube, so you don't get the opportunity to just go through the giant whole mess of cube. Rhythmic Water Vortex. I honestly, this is so, I don't know what this is from, actually. I look at the back like it's going to be different. Turn up to 2 target creatures to the owner's hand. Is this a Planeswalker deck? GS1 is the set designator. I'm drawing a blank. 2018, I feel kind of dumb for not knowing, but if you know, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, when he talked about that cube, that sounded so fun. I've never played that way. But yeah. If I was going any slower, this video would go on forever. Kiru Lichlord. It's kind of fun. That's kind of neat. I do like that this has some of the older cards. I started playing back in '94. Cruel Ultimatum, that's something. I started playing back in '94. Well, I bought cards in '94. I didn't have anybody to play with. I just thought the cards were cool. I wanted to play. And then my friend, Brian, sold me a big chunk of his cards. And we started playing, and then I got a couple of my other friends involved. And then I graduated high school in 2000. And then I sold off almost my whole collection. Revised Prodigal Sorcerer, that's fun. Sold off almost my whole collection back in 2002, 2003. Sold off everything that was worth a damn. And kind of quit playing the game for about 7 or 8 years. And then I came back in M2010. I randomly showed up at my old comic shop because I had heard that they were having a pre-release for one of the newer sets. And wouldn't you know it, the guy that used to own the comic shop, no longer the comic shop owner, but he was there. So it was like reconnecting with an old friend, and played a pre-release back in 2010. And then I was kind of hit or miss until about 3 years ago. And I've been playing pretty steady ever since. This is being filmed in, what is it, April 2020. So yeah, I started playing pretty steadily and heavily. Oh, that's neat. All-red brush hopper. That's so bizarre. You definitely see the power creep of old versus new. But I started playing really heavily around Amonkhet, and I've been pretty steady since then. So I love the original Theros block. Missed Khan's block almost entirely. I was a little hit or miss with the Battle for Zendikar, Innistrad, and Kaladesh blocks. I really only showed up for the pre-release. Didn't get to play them much. My arms got a little tired. My camera rig's a little doofy. I'm like holding these out at like arm's length around the camera. So that's one thing I need to work on, is how to get my camera positioned nicely the way that some of the other YouTubers do it. So I'm actually going to kill this video and just go ahead with the upload. Let's go to this last one. Oh, look at that. Just a land pocket. Oh, it's a bummer. Ugh, gross. There's some older, cooler lands there. I'll take it. I'm not mad about it. A Glyph Keeper. A revised Sea Serpent. Some stuff from back in the day there. See some little play sets of some useful stuff. You know, I mean, it's a bear, but who, you know. So, I'm actually going to kill the video here, and we'll do a second video for the rest of this. So, for those of you that have stuck with me this whole time, when I start the next video, we'll pick right up from this one. I just didn't want to make a big, dumb, doofy video, and maybe I'll just do 2 dumb, doofy videos. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked going through the randomness, like, share, subscribe. I don't know about share, it's not that super entertaining, but yeah, stick around. We'll be right back.